Saturday to you.
Good morning, everybody.
It is our birthday weekend, and gosh darn it, we sure do love you guys and appreciate all the kind words you have sent to us. It was her birthday Thursday, mine was yesterday, and today is Tanya's. So if you see Tanya, tell her happy birthday. That's Tanya from Yo-Yo Mo's. Or Tanya, actually. It's one of those crazy names. At least with John, it's just John. Nobody goes Joan.
Yeah, they do. They still do.
Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, so both of our backs, not as bad as Christie's, but both of our backs, not the best.
It does not look like your feet is working again.
Oh, man. Man, oh, man.
Weird.
Yeah, so we just wanted to check in and let you guys know what's happened this weekend. It's been fun. We've had
a very fun weekend.
So Thursday night.
Well, it started Wednesday, actually.
What was Wednesday?
Wednesday, we went to Cooley's with Glenn and Tanya and Rob and Eva.
That's right.
And
we had
the
a
girls.
great time.
Yeah.
Cooley's is a place you just need to go. If you don't know what Cooley's is, it's on the other side of the river. CULI''S, part of a large family that owns a number of restaurants here in town.
And they do them all very well.
They really, really do. In fact, they own Boosie Burgers, which is part of the family as well. It's kind of across the street for that. Best burgers and busserias.
There's a breakfast place around there, which I forget what the name is because we don't do breakfast very often.
So the problem is that as soon as we got there, they said no tuna. And I'll be honest with you, we pretty much all were planning on having tuna because a few days previously, they said tuna is back. After over 30 days, tuna is back. And it never happened. So it started actually on the Monday when I went fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had found out tuna was back in the bay. So I called a fishing guy who was not cheap. He was $1,200 US. I said, hey, I am a poor Mexican. I want to pay in pesos. He's like, sorry, $1,200 USD. That's going to be very important at the end because boy, did it.
It's a long story.
It's a long story. So then we go fishing. And as soon as we start, 2 hours we spent trying to find bait. That should have all been done. We were spending $1,200 USD for the day. So we wasted 2 hours. I said, dude, the primary focus is tuna today. He's like, yeah, that means we got to go at 30 miles. Fine. That's fine. We can do that. So we are in the boat. We are doing 30 miles an hour. We're gone for about an hour. We ended this place. It's a palapa in the middle of the water tied to a buoy. And it's got a skin of a cow tied to this buoy. And that's to bring the bait fish, which brings a dorado.
Isn't it a buoy?
It is a buoy. I don't know.
Boy.
So then we catch some dorado, very small dorado. So at the end of the day, we had 4 dorado and 1 larger dorado. So 5 dorado in total. Probably 2 feeds or maybe 3 feeds of fish. Really good fish. But for $1,200. We had a marlin on the line, which got away. And as it goes away, another marlin comes in, bites the line. This time it doesn't set. We asked for a carb-free day. We said no sodas, no bread, no rice, no any pasta, nothing like that. Just something like eggs. Also, a bottle of vodka, a bottle of rum for the guy.
Yeah, no beer, anything
no
like
beer,
that,
nothing like
we're
that.
We're not going to drink it. Guess what he brought?
Get on the boat. All it is beer and chips. Beer and chips.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
This guy is supposed to be the best. So yeah, he just wasn't listening. He did not care. He had his thing that he did. So guys, if you have to use somebody in Punta Mita, do not use this guy. I wrote a 3-star review on him on Google only because he's a good fisherman. His guys not that good, and he really was not listening to us, nor was he fully honest and forthright with us. And just the final thing I want to say is when we go to pay, the guy who we're paying is Mario, his cousin. And Mario says, well, it's $1,200 US. He's like, okay, fine. We asked if we could pay in a credit card. Guy's like, yeah, the guy who the fisherman was. And we go to pay. He's like, oh, you can't pay that way. He's like, what do you mean? It's $1,200 US, American credit card. He says, no, you have to pay in pesos. I said, I asked for the peso amount. He told me $1,200. No, it's the peso equivalent. This is Mexico. I'm like, that son of a biatch. So he's like, but we can only do 5,000 pesos at a time. So we did 5 credit card transactions. It was just this comedy of errors. They're using the excuse, it's Mexico. No. I specifically told you, you specifically told me, don't play this Mexico crap card. It's very bothersome. And it's just because it was so much. If it was $400, it would have been a different story.
Yeah.
But it was $1,200 for 2 people.
Little insane. It
was insane. It was a great day fishing, though.
Needless to say, they didn't get any tuna. All they ended up coming home with was mahi-mahi. Most expensive mahi-mahi dinner we've ever had. Now, one thing I thought was cool, we saw probably 4 or 5 football fields full of dolphins. Like a couple thousand dolphins. And he's like, oh, yeah, the tuna will be in front of there. So we're getting in front, trying to be in front of them. Nothing. Not a bite, nothing. It was very strange. The dolphins ate all the tuna.
No, the dolphins, these were smaller dolphins. They're spinners. So they would come out of the water into the air and just be spinning and spinning. It was so incredible. I got video. I haven't posted on Facebook yet. I will do that. You even
showed me it.
It was a big deal, but it wasn't big enough.
So
that was our Monday, which we did not have coffee time. We didn't have coffee time for 3 days this week.
That's right. Monday we didn't do it.
Thursday I call her up and I'm like, hey. She's like, I'm not going to.
It wasn't like that. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to broadcast.
This is the easiest thing in the freaking world.
I don't know how.
I am going to teach her so she can be by herself. If she has to be.
Or wants to be.
Except
for it's not working, right? Because it's not on your feed again.
Yeah, I need to go in and just delete all the feeds and put them back on. So what are you guys doing this weekend? This is an Easter weekend. It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
We have more tourists in Bucharest than we've ever seen in our entire life.
And there's a big, right here on the plaza, there's a big Oaxacan fair.
It's Oaxaca and Bahia de Banderas.
And there's also events every night starting around 6:30. Shirley said the music starts around 5.
Okay, now you said our birthday started on Wednesday. We went to Cooley's. What happened Thursday?
Oh, yeah. So Cooley's, Wednesday we went to Cooley's. Awesome, again, like awesome dinner. Then Thursday, John and Rob, because our friends were still here, they left on Friday. But John and Rob went to do photos for 2 houses and showed a house that we had taken out the clients, John and I, on Wednesday. So then Thursday, they wanted to see a different house. So we took them and showed them.
Sweet couple. They own a top 100 restaurant in Canada. And not going to talk too much about them because we haven't asked permission or...
Right.
But they're sweet couple.
So anyway, they did put an offer in the house that they saw on my birthday.
Well, we put in the offer. They haven't signed it yet.
Well, it's been written up. Yeah.
The offer is submitted.
Yeah.
It's full price, just $4,000 under, but it will be accepted. If we can get them to sign it in time before somebody else does.
Yeah.
Because it's a great house. Yeah. Oh my gosh. If they don't end up signing, I doubt that they will or won't. But if they don't, I will tell you about this house, and one of you needs to buy this house.
Yeah. So Jolene is saying she's good afternoon in Texas. She's recovering from jet lag.
They were in Greece.
Yeah.
What else was I going to say that was kind of
okay? So then Thursday night we had friends over, and April and Bill brought us this to die for delicious chocolate cake. Like, it was probably the best chocolate cake I've ever had.
Most carbs I've had in 2 months. Yeah. I mean, I'm still losing weight between last night and today, maybe a little less weight.
Yeah.
Because I've had carbs.
And then today we're going to April and Bill's for dinner. And then Monday, we're having turkey dinner. So we'll have a few more carbs then.
But then on Tuesday, we're going to start Tuesday or Wednesday. We don't know which one, but we're going to start a 3-day fast.
Probably Wednesday, I'm thinking. We'll start a fast because I'd like to have some leftovers from Monday. I love turkey leftovers.
We can freeze them.
Love them.
Like we froze the cake.
Same.
Oh, yes. This baker that did this cake is apparently like 2 blocks behind Costco. So as we're going down the stairs, I said to Bill and April, I never, ever want you to tell me where this guy is, what the name of the business is, or anything. I don't need to know it because this, hands down, probably the best chocolate cake we've had of our life. It's chocolate on chocolate on chocolate. Yeah. 7-layer chocolate cake, not sweet, just perfection.
Yeah, and it didn't have, lots of times when people make chocolate cake, they put a coffee flavor in it. I don't like that. I love coffee. You guys all know that, but I don't like the coffee flavor I don't like sweet coffee.
So we would like to know, while you're listening to us blubber, tell us what you guys are doing this weekend. What's going on for tomorrow, for Easter Sunday, Easter Monday, what you guys have done. Please write that in the comments and we will say, hey, if we're live. If we're not, we will like them or not like them. Christie got an email or a message today. Wow, what did you do to tick so-and-so off? She's like, I don't even know so-and-so. Oh, he knows you, and you did something really bad.
So got the names mixed up with someone else.
That's the problem with having multiple Christies in a town. And I think we know of 4 now, 4 Christies in Bucerias. Mm-hmm. When we first moved here, there were only 2. And now there's 4. Now, it was very funny because we were at this party and this other Christie was there with a gentleman friend. Christie introduces herself as the good Christie in Bucerias. Did not go over so well with the other Christie.
The other Christie didn't appreciate that much.
But it is true, though. I mean, that's how people know.
Funny as hell, though.
The people know you guys.
Jolene says she's cooking a ham for Easter.
Love it.
And Eva said, chocolate cake, lost 4 pounds at our house. Happy Easter. It's all that humidity you lost coming home and drying up and shriveling up.
Yep, it really was. So were they there for the cake was last night, so they wouldn't have seen it because we dropped Rob and Eva off at the airport yesterday.
Honey, the cake was Thursday night. You are such a sad little man.
Then they had the cake. They did have, that's right. I remember now. Yeah. They did have the cake. So, yes, we do miss you, Rob and Eva. It was fantastic to have you guys here.
Yes, so we dropped, so that was Thursday night. And then Friday, we dropped Rob and Eva off at the airport. We popped into Costco to get a couple of things, came home, or picked up our granddaughters, then let them have a nap.
You changed things on me.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Not intentionally.
Not intentionally, but my birthday, ruined.
Because he didn't get to go walk around the mall and have a coffee.
It wasn't ruined. She made sure it was good.
So then we had the girls nap, and then we took them to Yo-Yo Mo's for pizza, and then their daddy came in to pick them up. And then we hung out at Yo-Yo's for a while, and then we went to Enwalk for dinner. First of all, of course, the hospitality of Glenn and Tanya is wonderful, and they're all their friends that were there that night. And then
which you invited over for Easter.
I did invite a few more over to Easter.
If you were thinking of coming for Easter, please don't. We are so full now because
we're not that full.
If Christie maybe has a tequila or 2, she's just so free. Yeah. She's like, hey, you homeless person, where are you going for Easter? Come to my house.
Yeah, and Helen says church on Sunday and then a great Easter party on Monday. Turkey.
Yeah.
So we're going to have about 26, 27 people.
Which for us is kind of a small party.
Yeah.
So it really is a small party, and I think we're going to have fun.
We
only had a few people at Christie's party. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was very nice. And it was nice yesterday to have the girls with us at Yo-Yo's.
It was
Ordered
fun.
them a pizza, and they had soda, and they don't have soda a lot. But, man, it's just they're so like little – they're like little kids when they have soda. It's like, their faces and their excitement and the ham and pineapple. Originally, Taylor yesterday said she just wanted a pineapple pizza, no ham. So I'm kind of like, that's not going to be very exciting. So let's have ham for Amberlynn. Have ham for Amberlyn and you can take your ham off. Okay. She ate her ham and she enjoyed her ham.
She said it was good. This is different ham, Nana.
So Zach, I don't know what you're feeding your kids.
Well, it's the ham on the pizza that normally she doesn't like. So whatever crappy pizza my son's buying.
Well, I think Spencer learned that lesson.
Zach doesn't order that pizza from
So
Tower.
Years ago, and I think we've told this story, Spencer started making real money, comes back to Mexico, and he's like, I'm going to have me some Tower pizza. It's the best pizza in the world. And we're kind of like, I think you're not going to like it. It's kind of crappy. No, I remember awesomeness. He orders the pizza. He's like, this is crap. And that's the problem. Once you start having good stuff, you find out what the
Taylor
crap is.
So Taylor will be ruined for all other pizza now.
She will be ruined.
Because she had Yo-Yo's pizza.
Well, just like every vehicle that she goes to step in now, she just waits.
She looks for the running boards to come down like it does in our truck.
Yeah, because on her truck, the running boards come down and she gets up. But now she's like, Nana, this car doesn't have those, or Pop, So it's just, she wants running boards on
Happy Saturday, Jeff.
Hello, Jeffrey.
Eva is saying that they're doing ham and turkey at Vanessa's on Monday, and the girls are such cutie pies. They are. We really think our granddaughters are adorable.
They are.
I mean, everybody thinks their granddaughters are adorable, and everybody thinks my granddaughters are adorable. So,
but everybody's just being kind.
Taylor was cute yesterday. We were sitting at a table, and Glenn and those guys were all up around the bar table, the taller table. Taylor looks at me and she says, Nana, tell your friends that I take care of Amelia every day.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, I take care of Amelia a lot.
So then Glenn's asking, how many sisters do you have? She's like, 2. Where's your other sister? And she kind of looks there. It's like, you're a crazy old man. And it's not even his birthday till June.
That's right.
So right. So once again, thank you so much for a fantastic, kind words, etc. And I don't we don't even have time. Yesterday, I started to get sick to my stomach because so many people were wishing me happy birthday, and I'm thinking, how do I even begin to thank all
Jolene.
These people?
Hi, Jeff.
So Jennifer says, I'm like Taylor. I need the running boards too.
Yeah, Jennifer. See, and the running boards are really convenient for my height challenged friends, right, Jen? Because it is a step up to get into that truck, and I don't know what I would even do, especially right now. My back. Oh, my goodness!
I would touch your bum and push you up.
So you'll just follow me around, even if you're not with me. You'll just come to me and lift me into the truck when I have to.
Funny story about following her while I was on the phone. I was at Costco one day, following her as I'm on the phone working, and just following her. And then I look up. This one was not my wife. And she's looking at me like, I don't know you. Why are you following me? And Christie was laughing. So always pay attention. This is why you shouldn't.
Now Helen is asking why coffee time on Saturday.
Just because.
And it's really because we missed three times last week. So we just thought, we're coming to the office mostly to see what was happening today. We kind of chilled this morning. Again, my back is still very sore. So we kind of chilled this morning, just relaxing. And then a friend of John's from school said, I'm going to be in Bucerius and, I'd like to see you. And so John says, well, let's go to the office if you're up to it. I said, well, I can sit on a couch there and put my feet up just as well as I can at home. And he says, well, then let's do a coffee time while we're there. I don't know if
we've shown them our sign yet, have we?
Oh, probably not.
Okay,
John's going to show you our new sign. It's lovely. Now, some people have seen it, and actually, if they were here or if they saw our picture with the crayons, they would have seen it. Oh, you got to move the vase. Oh, no, you could have left it. Just move the vase. But
can you see it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go. So hang on. Okay, honey, you can talk.
Oh, yeah. So if you saw the picture of the Crons when we celebrated the closing of their house, then you would have seen our sign in the background, maybe. Also, Eva said, nice sign. Jeff said the sign is wonderful. Jolene loves the sign. Jolene also loves the running boards because she is another one of my height challenged friends.
She is. And it's just awkward with other women if I grab their bottoms. Christie's okay if I grab hers. We were chatting with somebody yesterday. I'm not going to mention who because some of you know this person. But he was saying that, the tattoo artist was mentioning it. And I'm not going to even mention who the tattoo artist is because you don't need to know that. The tattoo artist had tattooed his bottom. And he said he's been married for many years. His wife has only grabbed his bottom twice. And one of the days was right after he got the tattoos done. And apparently it was excruciating. We did meet another guy.
Why would you want your bum tattoo?
Well, look at that guy we met yesterday that wins bar bets because he's got tattoos on his butt. He's got her name tattooed on his butt on one cheek and your name tattooed on his other butt cheek. So he'll go, I bet you I can get her name tattooed on my butt. And they're like, she's with another woman, blah, blah, blah. It's not going to work. Or another man.
Or another woman.
Another woman, whatever. And then he goes up. He ends the day. He always gets free drinks. And apparently he grew up in a pool hall. So he knows bar tricks, bar tricks, card tricks, and pool tricks, pool games. Do never, ever, ever. If a guy's got like a little French accent, do not take his bets because he will win every single time. You've been warned. And this is how he gets free drinks for his entire life.
So Jolene went to the Soma outlet yesterday. No dresses yet. Well, that makes me sad. I need me some more of those dresses, Jolene. They better be available in August when we come to Texas.
If we go to Texas. Biden just extended the mask mandate on the planes another 2 weeks.
Damn Biden.
Damn Biden. Damn Biden.
Because many of you know we're not vaxxed, and so we cannot fly into the States.
Well, all of this crap that's going on, the supply chain network and all this crap, so much of this is because people just aren't working. They're not. They're working half days, blah, blah, blah. I watched a video this morning in Shanghai. They have robots with microphones going down the streets telling people, stay inside your house. Obviously in Chinese. I don't know Chinese. Otherwise, I would tell you what they said in Chinese. Yeah. It was dystopian. It was terrible and terrifying. I show Christie this, and she's like, it's terrifying. It is terrifying. Yeah. What these countries are doing. This is why I thank God for the Second Amendment in the U.S. I really do. I used to say a free internet, but Soros said that's going to be going down. I don't know why. So expect internet outages. We've been having internet issues here in Mexico. Mm-hmm. We had one day where the entire country's internet went down. While it was down, everybody's like, wonder what's going on, wonder what's going on.
People couldn't use bank machines. They couldn't use the terminals, like none of that.
And I'm kind of like, yeah, I wonder what the government's installing to keep tabs on us.
So Jeff wants a set of lips tattooed on his butt.
Ooh.
And Eva said it's a sexy scenery. I don't think bums are sexy.
No?
Most bums are hairy. Well, at least the bum see.
Men's butts are hairy.
Well, I've seen some hairy women's butts on the beach. I tell you, it's terrifying.
Get out of here. You've seen women?
Just joking.
Okay.
Jolene said that they didn't have to wear their mask most of their trip in Greece and London.
In Europe, you're free.
Yeah. So
how weird is that? In America,
we might have to go to London instead of Texas because we won't. It doesn't look like unless that gets lifted, it won't. Doesn't look like we'll be able to go.
Watched a great video on the Amish. The Amish, as soon as COVID came, they said they have a problem with the healthcare system, the education system, and government. So when they were trying to exercise their authority, they're like, no. So what they did is they had like a communion where they drank all from the same wine thing. Everybody got COVID. No masks, no anything, all still fantastic. Mm-hmm. Well, I wonder how it worked for businesses that have shut their doors. Like, what the hell is the government thinking here? Guys, you need to vote them out. You need to fire every freaking government employee, every Nazi that has made people, you must wear your masks. You need to get rid of those people.
In Greece, you did have to wear a mask and shoe.
Well, Greece is one of those countries like
Shoe?
Italy. I don't know what shoe means. You had to wear your shoes.
Or maybe show your passport. I don't know. But she just said they didn't have to wear our mask most of our trip in Greece and London. And then she said in Greece, we did have to wear a mask and shoe. Show vaccine to enter some stores. Yeah, okay.
There is a great cardinal in Italy right now that's talking about how the church is involved in this grand conspiracy. Do not listen to them. Do not listen about the masks. It's all BS, all of this. So please, please, please look up this guy. He's a freedom fighter. The church, like the Catholic Church, is against this guy. So find out who he is and start listening to him. Now, you may have to learn Italian if you're going to learn it in your native tongue. But at the same time, maybe find out what he is saying and translate it. We've been busy too. Our emails have been on fire last few days for clients, etc. We have somebody who's in Guadalajara right now, flying in tomorrow to see a property on Monday that's off MLS. It is so weird, guys, because so many properties right now. So weird. There's so many people wanting properties, so few properties. So even now, you get emailed something, you jump on it.
Yes.
So yesterday morning, we were emailed somebody saying, hey, selling this, I'm willing to pay you. So because he said he's willing to pay me, I sent some emails off, to one in particular, because there's one guy who's been looking
for a while,
for at least almost a year in this one development. It's a very coveted development, and he said, I want it. So they're flying here. His wife is in Chicago. She's flying here tomorrow after just talking to them today. Pretty crazy. Jennifer says, right. So I think she meant about the floorboards, etc.
Glad to hear Teresa was found. Yes. Well, we've heard some conflicting reports. I mean, she is safe.
She's
14.
But
we've heard that maybe she wasn't at risk, actually.
Yeah. Because we were talking with a restaurant owner yesterday, and he was saying they were here 2 days ago. She's taking pictures like a supermodel with this guy. And it's just, he said, these are street children. They do things that we can't even comprehend. They've lived a life we have no idea about. And yes, the fact that she's 14 is a problem. I just want to remind people, 100 years ago, young men and women came from all over the world to the United States, 14 years old, a penny in their pocket, ended multimillionaires, 14 years old. We, modern society, infantilizes children 25, 30 years old. We have these expectations of what we want. The truth is we needed to let them go earlier. When our kids were 16 and 17, they were adults. They were on their own. And that is what I think the world was supposed to do. In the old days, you used to have to not send your kids to school. If you were an accountant, your son was an accountant. If you were a mom, your daughters became moms. There was nothing wrong with that. And in fact, the world did mighty fine. It's only recently, now we've got a negative population growth. It's like, this is not good for the future of humanity at this point in time. So I'm very, very concerned about the future. I really am.
Yeah, but now Teresa does have a home. She's not a street kid.
Oh, no, absolutely.
But she's a vendor, right?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
She's grown up
on the street.
This. And I mean, I remember when we had our old office and we would be in the office until 10, 11 at night. Her and her friends were always out. And that just worried me so much because they are so young. But they're pretty street smart. And I think she chose to do what she did. Yeah. But we don't know for sure. And I won't know unless we ask her. But
I'm just going to, as a statistic, very high, it was chosen. So it's odd. When our children, for 2 or 3 years, our children were involved in the farmers markets like us. Some people are like, I can't believe their children are doing this and that. And I said, this has been going on for over 3,000 years. It's just bizarre to me. It's only recently that people...
How about 10,000?
Maybe even. guys, it is just very
Hi,
strange
Pastor Kareem.
how people are kind of, oh, you have to take care of them until they're 25 or 30. You do not. In fact, you cause more damage doing that. And it's also this, oh, you have to feel out your man or your woman before you get married. I was 16 when I married her, or 16 when I met her, 18 when I married her. And it's these old marriages that seem to be the ones that statistically last. So it's just, we're changing how society has
So
run.
are we just a statistic?
I think so. Yesterday, somebody asked us how we work our marriage and stuff. I thought that was interesting. It was very smart, I thought, that somebody even is asking those questions. I keep telling them, I'm afraid of her.
Yeah, he does say that a lot.
It is true. I always say, I'm afraid of God. I'm afraid of my wife. Most times, I don't know who I'm more afraid of. And I mean that. Okay, honey, what else?
How does the notice get put out for her? Did someone report her? Well, apparently it was an Amber Alert, is what that was. So that means someone had to have reported her. So I don't know if they were reporting her because they were worried about her, and that's why I'm still out on the whole, did she do this by choice or was she taken? Someone said that he had attacked her a few weeks ago. But then someone else said, I saw them in my restaurant 2 days ago and they were perfectly fine and happy. So I don't know. We don't know all the details. Obviously, we never spoke to anybody involved. All we do know is that she is now safe at home. And
it is only us that makes these kids so young. It really is.
Now, Pastor Kareen is saying that her husband says the same thing. Yeah, Pastor Dave is a wise man, too.
Yeah, and I actually see that, too. Sorry, Pastor Corrine. I do see it.
That you're scared?
Yeah, scared. I can see why you'd be scared of her, just like I'm scared of you. You're both strong women. That's tough, man. And scary. Help me.
It's a good scary, though.
Yeah.
In
just
my
like
opinion.
When you're watching a movie and you're terrified, you're like, oh, this is so good.
I don't like scary movies.
Either do I.
I am not a movie. I am a nightmare. Watch it.
Yeah, sorry. I see you guys are safe at home. I'm with her, terrified for my life. So I think we may be done here today. Do we have anything else to tell these folks? Like what? Okay, so who has said what they're doing? We had some people
Jolene
say,
is making a ham. Eva is going to Vanisa's. Is that your buddy out there?
I wish I could go to Vanisa's. Yeah, there's Colin right
All
there.
right, so we're going to say goodbye, you guys.
Adios. We are out of here. I'm just going to end this right now. Boom. It's that awkward thing where I have to wait.